A mouse is a mouse is a mouse, right? Well, not to PC gamers. Mice can either make or break your experience, so if you're not comfortable with your current mouse, or you feel it's not tracking accurately, we have two new solutions from Steelseries for you, the Rival 310 and the Sensei 310. And I put both through their paces to figure out if they're worth their $60 price tag. But before we get into how these mice perform, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more game tech. The Sensei 310 and the Rival 310 share a ton of similarities. They both have the same grippy matte body, with textured silicone grips on both sides and the scroll wheel. There are two RGB backlit zones, the Steelseries logo and the scroll wheel. And both mice have a solid tactile feel to the clicks from their Omron mechanical switches. One notable feature that these mice have over the old Sensei and Rival is the True Move 3 sensor, which is said to have one-to-one tracking up to 3500 dpi. This means no input gets lost as you move the mouse. There's also jitter reduction at higher dpi settings, though I can't speak to it that much since I prefer playing games at lower sensitivities. There are a few important distinctions. The Rival is specifically designed for right-handed users only, with its slight inward curve and extended surface for a pinky rest. It also has a noticeably higher hunch. The Sensei is ambidextrous as it sports a symmetrical design. It also includes 4 total side buttons, 2 on each side, to make sure that both left and right-handed users have access to these as thumb buttons. This also means that the Sensei has 2 extra programmable buttons over the Rival. It's really convenient to have, although pressing these buttons with your pinky isn't exactly convenient in a heated situation. And you'll notice that the side buttons are a little bit smaller on the Sensei. Technical details aside, both mice feel great to use. As someone who uses a claw grip when playing games, I found both to fit just right. I always go with lightweight mice, and it helps that both the Sensei and Rival weigh about 90 grams. I would give a slight edge to the Sensei, however, mainly because the grooves on both sides make it easier to lift with my fingertips. Now, there aren't any adjustable weights, so if you prefer a heavier mouse with a more substantial feel, neither of these are going to work for you. When it comes to in-game performance, I found both to perform flawlessly. I came to this conclusion during my time with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and my favorite competitive shooter, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. After hours of playing, I never really had to think about my mouse. I didn't worry if my accuracy was a bit off because of my sensor not tracking perfectly, or if these mice's ergonomics were throwing off my ability to aim. We all know about the proverbial blaming of your controls when you get whooped in a game, but you won't have that excuse with either of these mice. Lastly, the user-friendly Steelseries engine software lets you customize the RGB lighting, adjust the DPI settings, and program each button on these mice. If I had to choose between the two, I'd go with the Sensei 310 simply based on my preference for its shape and how it fits with my grip, and because of the 2 additional programmable buttons it has over the Rival 310. But back to that $60 price tag. Admittedly, it's a little steep for mice with limited features and physical customization, but they're targeted for those who want to be a bit more competitive in their games. So if everything I discussed falls in line with what you want out of a mouse, I suggest you consider these. What's your favorite mouse? You think either of these from Steelseries would be a good fit for you? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to GameSpot for more game tech, and as always, thanks for watching.